outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Vikings nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
35-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And he's got room. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards there. 1st down, Carolina.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Roberts has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Bridgewater is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7. Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
41-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Past the 20-yard line. The turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Carry for Carolina.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Panthers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Roberts got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Panthers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll roll him out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught by Roberts. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Panthers.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 31, Cousins going up top, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
For the point after.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Bridgewater lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Panthers 17.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
for Carolina.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry. He was brought down by Eli Apple. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
33.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 36.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to run with Madison again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Carolina.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
36-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
The Panther first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
To DJ Moore.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here.
24.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. The move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37-yard line.
Another carry now for Madison. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Clark. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Definitely going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2.
He's brought down by...
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25.
I mean, you got a swag right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 48. Panthers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Daniil Hunter on the stop.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made by
now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Bridgewater. Throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. This ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
In the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins here to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, maybe just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.